No, so guys, Gary's here finally. Had some Skype problems, probably being hacked, or just got his passport but doesn't want to tell us, Gary. Okay, so last time, your guys are still
Well, we've started the call, Gary. We're on mic and definitely not recording. By the way, what's your credit card number and social security?
No, bad. Stop it. We don't want to open that freaking ball of yarn, please, God.
Okay, so you
Okay, I'll
got
give
To be
it
fair,
to
it's
you.
not like Social
1-800
Security
eat shit.
one person talk at a time, please.
I was just saying, to be fair, it's not like those secure anymore anyway.
I don't know. So let me see. Last time, your guys are still protecting his diplomat and his son. I'm gonna put
Yes.
their names up on the screen again in a second, so we guys remember, because they're the hardest names ever. Let me just quickly type in. It's Edelhart, Idaho, and his son. It's his son. Oh yeah, Rutendo. Not Nintendo, but Rutendo. Oh yeah, and he has a second name. I don't know why I give him a second name. I probably just googled like African names. Hey, wait, why am I slime? Like I'm typing stuff like slime. Wait, how did I do? Oh wait, as slime. Nope, I'm not slime. Sorry, man. Sorry, I'm hacking your account and roll 20
a
here.
very smart guy, apparently. Jeez.
Okay, so yeah, you're protecting this guy, and you guys went on your final mission, which is protecting him when he went to like this gala, like where they get money, like charity gala. It was in an underground cave in the Alps, so there's a lot of stalactites, stalagmites. So I'll let you guys decide what was special about this party. You guys decided for ultimate like cosplay party, which was basically the thing. So you guys went with the six if you count the guy who flew you, which was your old friend Pornstash. Well, that's not his real name. We never found out his real name. That's just what we call him outside of the game. I don't think we don't even mention him with his name like inside of the game.
Even if we did know, we wouldn't acknowledge him by that.
Yeah, exactly. I really should give him a name for the next arc if he shows up again. So yeah, you guys showing up with him, the dog, the puppy, who also doesn't have a name yet. You guys were trying to give him a name last time, but they were so like bad that he didn't like them. Because this is the talking, mind reading dog you took with. So Entropy and Whip, you guys were dressed as Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob.
Yes.
Well, to be honest,
He was
Whip,
3D, I was 2D.
Whip's not dressed. Whip just is.
Is 2D and everything.
Yeah. So like Shadowhawk taking the pup, like he was the one who to bring him. So they dressed up as Blue Falcon and Dynamite, which I think was an old cartoon.
Yeah, it was an old 70s one.
Yeah, I only know it from Dexter's Laboratory. Like, there's one episode with that. That's all I know. So the diplomat and his son were there, which we made them choose like Gandalf and Frodo because of the height difference in being like magical, which was kind of fitting. Gray Gandalf, always mentioning it, not white, gray Gandalf the Gray. Josh was there as well, and you heard last time that he was actually like one of the richest people like you probably know. And he just took out a Fantastic Four costume. Again, you guys got those costumes when you got there. This was like a very secret party. You didn't know where you were going at first. Like it was mentioned like last second. It was like totally secret. You're under the ground in a cave. There's no like electrical devices. Oh, there are electrical devices, but there's no Wi-Fi connection or anything. Like the light sources currently are like torches, candles, maybe like a hearth of fire, no fireplace, that kind of stuff. Let me think. Oh yeah, like I said, I have to rewatch last episode like next time, because for some reason I wrote down Schmegelmorph, but I can't remember the hell what it meant. Like Gary, you're
Maybe
here.
that's something that the dog said.
No, I think it's probably something Entropy said. Just to guess
I'll
here.
be honest, it's probably something I
Maybe
said
it's what you
without
chose for the dog's
realizing.
name.
Ah, that's maybe it. Wasn't a mention of a name for the dog. That's possible.
I don't remember, but I may or may not have mentioned it. Who knows? But I probably didn't even remember mentioning it. So
Yeah, I adjusted for rewatched episode, and I never do it, and now I have a good reason to find out what Smeggle is. Oh yeah, and I was thinking like we have another character, and it's like what is he dressed up? Well, he's currently an ice statue, like a man of ice, like a green ice statue among the other colorful ice statues around you guys. Like the pup has talked to you. He puts like you like to eat, so he put some food for you under a table, if I remember. He put a TV next to you so you could watch some TV. And yeah, like
He's a good owner.
we ended the session with the pup walking to like the three of you, and he was saying like, hey, yeah, somebody wants to kill you in the future. There's somebody having some other weird thoughts, and oh yeah, someone is trying to break the magic seals that are in there and let it. And he was late. It was too late. Somebody broke the magic seal. Shit was
right
happening.
as you said it, basically shit went up.
Yeah, but he's reading minds, so probably was thinking like, now I'm going to do this, and then the puppy was mentioning it to you guys. Like, again, there's probably some time for him to come into mind, and then telling you guys. It's not like instantly talking. So that what happened. Let me think. Oh yeah, there's two other heroes you guys are aware of, which was your old German flying friend, who is now named White Stars instead of Schreienfolk, which was an old player character who is now an NPC, and his buddy, or like they're both like lower ranking in Gaia's Guardians. So he's with another sidekick called Peacekeeper, which is a female with guns.
Yeah, the one that's trying to scare out of the group, or scare out of trying to be a part of the shut the super patrol down if they go rogue faction.
Yeah, she's up for that, and we'll talk later during your downtime about that kind of stuff. Let me quickly check if that was everything. Yeah, I think that was like most of what we talked about last time. So when the dog mentions this, like first things first, like the slime, like Fairy, your slime's probably like not even paying attention. You don't know what's going on. All the people are dressed up. There's a TV next to you. You know, there's like lots of food beneath the table for you. Your dog friend walked off, and it's like the boring old stuff that was happening before. Suddenly these weird smoky portals open up, which is just like magical portals. So if you look into them, it's just magical force, and all of these little creatures start walking out. It's like they're like goblin sized, maybe skeleton looking, they're demon looking, like all kinds of weird ass looking, but like devilish, skeleton, goblin looking, like different colors. They're all almost the same size, same posture. They walk on fours like a little bit, like more on their arms than on their feet. And they start rushing out of like 8, 9 of these portals, like with 20 of them, 30 of them. Out of like, you guys don't even have really time to react. Like people start running out of here. Like all of the like emergency lights goes on. There's like alarm blaring, sounding. Everybody's like rushing out, toppling over each other. Like Atronic, like this is something you especially know, W.I.P knows. Like there's connections being made again. This emergency system does put on some Wi-Fi signals and stuff.
Yay!
So you're not stranded, Jib. Good job.
So what do you guys do in this panic? All these creatures coming out. Like you see them jumping at people, and you guys can easily like kick them off you. There's no rules to be made. Like, you know, normal people, they jump on them. There's some other magic users who were invited who help people, but you know, shit's going down. Like, let's start rolling some initiative just to see who goes when. That's a dice.
Initiative, very well.
Man,
do you
like,
want me to
the
bother?
last
Or...
turn order we had, I have mentioning here, it says Evil Queen. That's the last time we had a fight. Like, last arc finale, like, that's me.
Long
just
ago,
want to-
in a distant past.
Wham. As a little recap thing, I updated, I don't know if you've heard me before, but I've updated my sheet.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Why did that do?
Why did it do that? Hold on. Just gonna...
Well, I rolled a 24 initiative, but I extended dodge, agility, and awareness at the same time.
I'm gonna add you, Mom. Can I?
Nice, -5, bro.
Is yours 5?
Hey guys, quick question. When did they screw around with the character sheets?
Why? What's...
I don't think ever.
No, because the sheet I'm looking at is distinctly different from the old one.
I, again, don't think ever, because as far as I can see on my side...
Maybe you're on the wrong page. Does this multiple pages? Let me quickly check. Where's your character sheet, Shadowhawk? Info.
No, all the info's the same. It's just the layout's been changed.
For me,
It's the same. For me, it's the same, too. I don't see any difference than it's always been.
Yeah, give me a moment and I'll take a screenshot after.
Sure.
So I can show you guys what I mean.
Let me see what you guys had. Jip, you had 8s. Slime, what did you have? Like, I see so much of these rolls. Initiative 22? Damn. You can't even move at this point.
Yeah!
I rolled a crit for my worst possible roll, and this wasn't elite.
Let me quickly check. So
I didn't even see you roll at all, actually.
I pressed the initiative thing, and it went 2 GM, slime, rolls for initiative. 2 GM, slime result, 22. 2 GM, slime dodge. 2 GM, slime agility. 2 GM, slime awareness.
I see. You press the
Which is
button thing.
going. Yeah.
I don't trust the button thing.
yeah, there was something with the button, right? I think we had that before.
I mean, no big deal, but I personally don't trust them. So
Yeah, let me go ahead and re-roll the initiative.
Sure. Let me see. Whip,
I don't trust it anyway.
Wait, Entropy has 14. Why is Whip having 14?
I mean,
Man.
you don't even have me up there. So
Yes, you have. Entropy. It's up there.
I don't see it. Weird.
Do you see the others?
Yes,
I
do.
don't see Entropy.
Okay, I'm just gonna add you manually then. Because it was the old one that was still in there, but so maybe that's the reason you couldn't see it.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna
I
add
can
you there.
see that one. I can see it. And I am 14.
Yes, you're 14.
Yeah, my re-roll was an 11.
11 for you. And Jip at 8. Yeah, let me just quickly add the other guys like dog.
Is the dog actually gonna fight with us?
Well, he's gonna take actions. I'm not saying he's gonna fight.
I think it was right.
What?
Was it the female dog? I think right.
No, the only female one was the mother and the super speed one.
I thought this one was a girl.
That's something I wrote down. Let me quickly. Who was else?
I guess I assumed differently. My apologies.
Josh and White Stars. I'm just putting them as one, and they're going off to you guys. I might just put a puke.
Dog peacekeeper. Peacekeeper.
Okay, so Slam, you're up. You're totally frozen.
Right.
I have no idea what's going on. What's going through your
My
mind?
dog become a hipster.
Okay, I'm looking around, and it's like you said, the discussions, right?
There's what?
You said some of them look like skeletons, right?
Skeletons, yeah.
Spooky.
I wonder if I can eat that. I mean, I don't see a heart, any lungs. It's not technically alive.
I
Should be eatable.
mean,
That
to be
doesn't
fair,
help.
his character is like they technically aren't alive if they're skeletons, right?
Exactly.
He eats everything, not just only live things.
I know, but like he was told not to eat living things, right? Well, those don't sort of look alive.
It's told what a vegetarian is.
So maybe you can like prepare an action. Say that you get on Frozen this. Well, if you get on Frozen, you will get an action this turn. If it still happens this turn, let's do it like that. Like the creatures for now are just ignoring the ice sculptures. Like they're going after the running creatures more than the guys who are standing and fighting.
Yeah.
Entropy.
He's already forgotten the dog's food, so yeah, if he gets free, he's going to try and engulf one of the skeletons in.
Okay.
Can't suffocate them, so slowly start crushing them and digesting them.
Just pulling them apart in your body.
Yeah.
Entropy.
He does a lot of damage when he grapples something.
Okay, let's take a quick peek around, right?
Yeah.
So the surrounding area, there are people running away. I'm guessing a bunch of like guys who came out. Some of them of which apparently are skeletons.
Yeah. They're like up to
Rescare,
your,
let's
I
do
think would say hip height while standing forover like rocket force. They seem more to be like trying to run outside of the cave after behind the people running. Like your guys are just hitting them away. It doesn't really take you like power to like get them off of you. You maybe like even destroy some of them. The portals are still open. Like some people are stuck, like they're against the wall, like surrounded by these guys. What's Mermaid Man gonna do?
Oh God! All right. Mermaid Man is going to attempt to use his powers of fish-like ability. Just punch them in the face. Whatever. I'll just punch a couple of them in the face and like try and get rid of them. Like, hey, get away from me! Stop it! This is not proper etiquette for a party. You must ask someone before you attack them. That is how it works.
Sure. Do you have a combat roll or a just hitting those guys roll for me, just to see how good?
I mean, if you want me to roll a combat roll, sure, yeah.
Yeah, roll something just to see how successful you are at, punching them away.
Considering I'm not using any powers or anything, and I'm just literally like, hey.
Well, right. You're using like, if you look at the arms of Mermaid Men, they're not strong. Like, you're elderly Mermaid Men, right? You're not young Mermaid Man?
Yes, I am in fact elderly Mermaid Man. So.
Okay.
Oh, you have to go and shouting evil.
Evil. Yeah. Let's see. So I basically need a fighting close quarters.
So he hits, and then we see like kapow.
Okay, so based on that, I probably would be. Okay, I rolled a d20. Okay, so rolled 1 d20 plus that, which based on the bonuses should be that. Okay. And so this is against their. Oh fuck, never mind.
Yeah, so these guys are. I'm not getting I just see how successful you are. So just because you're just punching them, you're like maybe like 3 guys are like one is jumping at you and you punch him and like he evaporates, and you go to the other 2 and just punch them and they evaporate too. Like one person is able to run away because you're doing this. They're like, yes, thank you, Mermaid Man, and they just run off.
Evil.
Something. So yeah, there's still like it's not as much of coming out of the portals, but there's still like few jumping out portals. It just keeps coming.
I mean that's all my character's gonna do then. He's just gonna try and fight a couple like these guys, and I guess I'll leave the planning up to the geniuses.
Shut up.
Speaking of.
Yep.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do for your turn, man? You're up.
What's been around me?
So around you, you guys are like standing around like Merman Man just run off. The other guys are still around you. The puppy guy is next to you. Next to you is like a red ice statue, which is more like a masculine man, like flexing his muscles. There's like a table with some drinks on there, like a punch bowl with candles on there, and there's a stalactite hanging above you.
Okay, how about civilians and skeletons?
Civilians and skeletons around you? Like the skeletons there almost everywhere. Most of the civilians are heading towards the exit. Like I said, this is like first round, so they're still trying to run. Like even like the skeletons are not like everywhere, they're just around the portals much. Because it's the first round. There's like a few like I said, there are a few like stuck, clustered maybe, and then they have no way to run at this point. So then somebody maybe needs to make a way open or destroy all of them, or
Okay, quick question. Did Entropy ever puke up my utility belt?
Not yet, because he's probably forgotten it, knowing him.
Damn, that means I'm going to have to improvise.
Well,
I'll be
maybe
100% honest.
good
Not
thing-
only did Entropy forget, I forgot. So.
Yeah, me too. So it's been a while.
Rest in peace.
So maybe that's the first thing you notice is you yell at Entropy like.
Yeah, I'm going to yell out Entropy, my belt, and I'm thinking maybe pick up the ice sculpture and try to throw it at the closest portal to the exit.
Why are you throwing to the exit? Sorry.
Don't really know why, but Mermaid Man is always willing to pick up giant blocks of water, even if they're frozen.
Of
Oh,
course.
You're throwing the ice sculpture towards the exit?
In my next
No,
turn,
towards
yes.
the closest portal to the exit.
Oh, okay. Sure.
In my next turn, I'm totally doing that then. Mermaid Man never
So
shirks
you're
from
trying
using
to
water.
like you don't have super strength. You're possible. Like yeah, you roll. Do you have strength? Let me just quickly. Yeah, there's strength. Or maybe it's something else. I would say it's strength unless you have something else. In this case, it's not ranged combat. If you're.
Oh, what? You mean you want me to do it right now? I thought I would wait until my
No,
next
no.
turn.
Like he's throwing something, right?
Oh, right.
Shadowhawk's throwing something. That's what I'm saying. Or you were like again, you were throwing something towards the exit, towards the portal narrows to the exit, right?
Yeah.
What were you throwing? The ice sculpture, correct?
I was going to try to pick up and throw the ice sculpture.
Yeah. So Reggie threw me off. Sorry. yeah.
Yeah,
I got
Full strength.
confused. I'm sorry. Oh.
So you wanting to do this? You have to you grab this. You maybe like cut off the unnecessary parts like arms and legs. You just have a torso with a head. You run a bit. You throw the thing. Maybe some of these guys jump on it while you're like running, and you just fight them off afterwards. It goes against the portal, and it goes in halfway, but it's stuck. But now you see like some of them trying to go through the portal, but their arms can't get like through. Like you see some arms poking out, but they can't go through this portal anymore for now.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to yell at the others, throw shit into the portals to block them.
Whip, like some of like connections come up. There's very simple connections. There's maybe like a light, the lights, the alarm, like the sounds. Maybe the tables can be like controlled remotely, like with their wheels on them for like stuff. The
That's
fountain.
hilarious that the tables are controllable.
Yeah, it's like the what do you call those? Like the dinner carts. I mean, for ways to like where they just have the food on and somebody can push it to bring it around. The ways can be like fully automated. Like the tables can work like go up and down and like turn automatically. That they can't move, but they can go up, down, like turn. Like the fountain is like automatic. There's like some kitchen stuff, like some of the cooking stuff that's automated. So you have some like even if you want to come up with something, like you're allowed to. In some, you can ask me if it's there. Maybe it's there.
Well, I mean,
Oh, he's got an idea.
yeah. Hold on, I just want to see. All right, so Barnacle Boy's going to take off his sailor cap, put on a World War II soldier hat, pull out a cigar out of nowhere, and say, "Well, Mermaid Man, looks like we're going to war to smite the evil." And then Mermaid Man, there you go. Evil.
No, you guys are pronouncing it wrong. It's with a B, not a V. when
Shit,
yelling.
he's right.
Evil!
Evil, evil.
Okay, so what you're doing instead of yelling, are you doing anything else instead of chanting?
I would tell Mermaid Man to take the phone and throw it at them on his next turn.
So you okay? So if he throws something, you're gonna do something. So that's an action.
I can't touch it. Outside of that, obviously contact every possible authority. You know, just link everything together, and just alert everyone that could possibly, get down there, and have fun. As for like the fountains and kitchens and tables, yeah, they're just gonna run amok. Just fountain, full blast, turn off, full blast, turn off. Tables, they're just sliding across the room, just hitting random things.
The
And
blades like fly off the table, like flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Roll a technology roll just to see if you actually hit something that's you want to
Why
hit.
is everything remote control? What the fuck?
I know, right?
Like
Wolf
again,
just
this is
goes
like
rolling
It's
by.
just going nuts. I'm not even like controlling. I'm just turning everything on and off. I rolled a 5.
like again, like you do hit some of the guys and they don't get destroyed. Maybe you hit like one of the persons like running away with like a glass. It doesn't like really break something, just flies against them.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
does get some of the enemies like distracted. Maybe one of the tablecloths like flies off and lands on the guy and he's just running around as a ghost under a tablecloth.
Great. Now there's a skeleton on that side of a ghost. How spooky can we go?
And for your question, like, why is it animated? Like, this was like this very secret like party meeting, and those guys like who hired who rent the shit out.
Waiters and waitresses can't be trusted, so they had me.
Normally
automate
not.
everything.
Like this time they didn't want any like connections, but yeah, that's the thing. If it's a secret party, they don't want any waiters and waiters around. So less of those they need, as more secure everything is. So that's why a lot of this stuff is automated. And people don't like hanging on with your rich guys and having this one poor guy serve you. It's such a bummer.
See, if they're good waiters, though, they're invisible.
So yeah, like now everything else goes. So like all the people like start running out. Like more so now some of them like now are like the exit is just a tunnel, so they probably need to run further. But they're like out of this room.
I do have to make one request.
Sure.
I would like to change the alarm to a song.
Which is
What would I need to roll to do that?
depends on the song.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
I agree that just your 25 is more than enough to blast that. Like there has to be a song underneath this fight, so
Of course I'm gonna play Never Gonna Give You Up. It would be explained why everyone's running.
Haven't you? I think you've done that run already. Like,
Oh,
like
I have.
this series has the rights to like one song. They could have bought one song, and it's like, yep, Rickroll. Of course it is. It's the only song we need.
Can't be anything else.
Can't be any other. So yeah. So this may be like Night Shadowhawks first. Like after throwing the statue, and all the goblin. I was just gonna call the goblins. Hands like come out like near the statue, but they can't come out. You see one more of like human-sized hand arm coming out who also can't get out. And then of the other, let's say there's seven portals. Another 6 like these humanoid shapes come out. Like, there's probably humans, but they have like helmets on, like this being disguised and a what's it called? A robe like over their head. They're robed, and their face. There's like some dark magic coming off of them, like it's like shadow fog coming off of this.
You mean like the necromancers from Skyrim?
A Dullahan? Are you talking about a Dullahan? Yeah, the headless person.
No. They're more like those the bad guys from Harry Potter that like when they show up in the shadow stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Ish. They're like looking different, but that's more how it's. They have their hands like reached out and they're showing attacks. Like, and before you guys can react, like, they're hitting so many. This is like normally like I'm taking D rolls and every round is like 6 seconds. This takes like a few seconds longer. Like your guys are like fighting these guys off. You maybe haven't seen these guys. Like Shadowhawk saw this one. But then he gets blasted by another one, and they're just blasting everybody with like a spell from their hands, and it actually like turns you guys through stone. Like it's not like you get petrified; it's like more stone skin around you that doesn't make you able to move.
So everyone, petrified or stunned?
Yeah, it's some kind of petrification. You still have some. You don't have any movement because of the skin, but if you're able to get out, you're out. It's not like do you know the difference? Do you get what I mean? It's not like your body is being stoned, it's more like the stone skin around it. So if you're able to break out, you're out.
It's like you're covered in a layer of ice.
Yeah.
Basically.
So like they're shooting, like they're trying to shoot Barnacle Boy. It just goes through him and through him and through him.
Boy, it's only up to you.
There's glasses somehow on me. I take them off to reveal another set of glasses. My God, Mermaid Man, it's worse than we feared. They've learned stone.
Basically, we're immobile and stunned. Basically.
Yeah. So you see the others like Peacekeeper tries to shoot this guy, and before she can like pull the trigger, she gets stoned as well. A White Star flies towards one of those guys, and they stone him. So he hits the guy as stone, and he gets some like damage to the guy, but he's taking out. The dog is able to walk around. I would say we'll get to Shadowhawk in a moment, but the dog is able to like move around, and he sees this guy, and he's like, "Wait, I have to!" And he gets hit, and he's like, "Oh wait, I will do it!" And he runs toward where you're frozen, the slime, and he hits a button. And he's like, "Yeah, the guy who's your boss or something, he was going to free you with you just because. Please kill the bad guys. Please kill the bad guys. Just leave those guys with the dark stuff on. Just do something, please." And he just unfroze you. He hits the button. Like the wizards see this, and they also like try to cast a spell at the slime. They hit you. It turns to stone and just falls off you, being a slime.
Right. You're immune to the stone.
Like I'm gonna be a dick towards Reginald because Entropy gets hit, but Shadowhawk, since you were closest to the exit, you're almost near the exit. You turn on one portal. So I said you were hit, but you're not. You see White Gandalf walking towards you like the diplomat. He's like, "Quickly!" And he has his son with him. "Take my son and go outside. Protect him. That's all I'm asking of you. I will try to help your team."
What do you say to that, Shadowhawk?
I would nod and I would start escorting him out. As I would, I'd say, when Entropy pukes up my utility belt, make sure it gets to me.
He's like, sure. I will do my best. So now it's the slime turn, and you're unfrozen. You have the puppy again next to you, if you can still talk to him, but you're unfrozen. Like you're like half unfrozen, but you can just climb. You know, you just maybe like break off the rest and just go.
You're a slime, damn it!
Yeah.
Slime your way through.
Yep. He's halfway through stretching. He's halfway through stretching himself out, as big as he can, breaking out the ice and about to cover one of the skeletons and, you know, devour him. But it's like, oh, I'm supposed to do that. Fine. And he just turns to the side and just starts going after the guys in the shooting. The bad guys in
the
the
wizards.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to attack one of them? Because you are able to move to one of them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just stretch out and grab one of them.
Roll an attack. Like, this is going to be the real first attack, guys.
Wham!
So you said just type them in the chat, right?
Yeah, you can type D20 and we'll compare it with add your attack modifier.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on my phone at the moment charging it, so I'm have to.
Sure, that's okay.
So I'm actually have to. Yeah.
Are you doing a ranged attack or a melee attack? Just to see if any dodge or parry.
Merely. I've actually got a power suffocate, which is required of I have to first grab them. So yeah.
Wait, can you just type /R? Isn't it /roll? Does /R work?
Yes, it does.
Ah, will save me a lot of time. So at 25, so that's against these guys. Parry plus 10 is 18, so you hit.
Cool. Yeah, I've just you said 18, so I actually get a success on raise on the grapple. So he's basically bound or helpless or whatever. He can't do shit while I'm holding on to him.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. I grab him. Got the grapple rules up here. If successful, the target makes a resistance check against your strength. So, or the rank of the grab. So he has to now make a either strength or dodge check against my strength plus 10.
Parry or a dodge check?
Strength or dodge.
Strength or dodge, okay. Let me quickly check this guy's
strength. So he needs, against my strength, so he needs, wait, I got bonuses, so,
yeah, he's gonna use his dodge.
He gets -5, we'll just add that to mine because that's easier. So he needs 23, I think.
27.
Ah, fuck you.
Yeah, these have high dodge. Let me quickly went from the sheet. Yep. Let me quickly check. So you hit him, but you don't grab him, correct? Slime?
Like I put my hand around his wrist and he goes no and slips his hand out.
Yeah, but you do still hit him. So is there a damage for the first hit?
No, because I was trying to just grab him. It's not a hit.
Okay, so the first roll was...
Yeah, it's clunky.
First roll then.
You attempt to grab a target, make an attack check against the target. If successful, then they make a resistance check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, at least you distracted the guy. Like, the next turn he's probably gonna do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm distracted by a monster that's immune to their stoning.
So, Entropy, your turn. Like, you have, like, there's a lot of being yelled at you. Like, one of them was,
throw your phone.
Throw your phone. Puke up my belt. and destroy the evil of the evil.
Evil.
Okay. Am I still frozen in the
Yep.
the stone?
But again, you have like so many powers, so you can basically just choose how to get out of it, because you can grow, teleport, melt.
My character, in actually the most normal way he can, is just going to be first up frozen, and he's just gonna literally just been like, just break it real quickly and be like, what should I do?
Like when
Then
you,
my character. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
when you break out, are you gonna be still Mermaid Man, or we're gonna see Entropy? That's my question.
Sure. We'll see Entropy instead of Mermaid Man, and my character will be like, what to do? I got an idea. My character is the one going to start freaking the fuck out, basically throwing everything he has, and that belt as well, basically around in the room, just randomly, and smacking any of those little assholes that are still around.
Okay, so for hitting those assholes, there's no issue. But let's make a something for you for throwing this stuff around. Do you have? Let me quickly check here. Ranged attack.
I do have ranged combat technically, so
Yeah, just a range combat just to see how far it goes in the right direction.
All right, so I'm throwing both my phone and what's it called? The belt.
It's utility
So,
belt. Are you throwing them
right.
in the same direction, or just throwing them in like different directions?
I'll have you choose that because my character is.
I
just
would say
big,
different,
wildly-
because you probably want to throw the belt towards Shadowhawk, which you probably expect that the phone's gonna blow up, so you're not throwing it at him as well.
Oh yeah, good point. So I guess I'll throw the phone at the enemy guys and the belt near the exit or something. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it near. Yeah, I'll just throw it near the exit. Fuck it. I'm not gonna be a smartass.
Sure. Let's see how good it goes.
Fuck.
Let's say that was the phone, and do one again for the
Alright, fair enough.
utility belt.
The phone goes barely anywhere. Great.
It just
what
goes.
the fuck? Fate says no. Fate tells me that I must accept my lot in
With
life.
two trees, I just have to do this. You accidentally switch the two around.
Great.
You throw the utility belt at the enemies, and the phone towards the exit.
I'd just like to imagine it. One of the skeletons is there. Well, skeleton, it lands right around the head, goes through the arms. What?
Wait, your microphone's doing weird.
Fear.
Okay then. Shadowhawk, you were running with the child. Gary?
Gary?
Yeah. Sorry, I was muted
Oh,
on
yeah.
accident.
So,
Like I was saying, yeah, I'm running behind him, making sure that nothing tries to attack him from behind.
so yeah, you run a few meters and you come against Josh, just like, Shadowhawk, go back. I'll take him to safety. Don't worry.
Okay. At that point, I'm going to say, I hope you don't mind if I make sure you're really who you are first, right? And then grab the porn stash and yank it.
It's Josh. Josh doesn't have the porn stash.
That's not what it is.
Oh, sorry.
Other character. Josh.
Different guy.
Josh is the one who will always dress like Marty McFly, but now he's wearing the Fantastic Four costume. He's the big nerd IT guy that lives with you.
Oh, okay, then yeah, what kind of major features does he have? Like a pop belly, nerd glasses?
Yeah, like nerd glasses, like long curly hair. He mostly wears a baseball cap, which now is Fantastic Four.
Don't be a dick and just break his fucking glasses.
No, I ain't, because that wouldn't that wouldn't dispel an illusion potentially.
True.
No, I'm going to grab the curly hair and yank it.
It's like, you just could have just asked me a question. You know me for weeks now, months.
Yeah, but magic.
You were in the fucking Wonderland.
Yeah, but magic you can never tell until you yank the hair or the I'd look at him and say, just be glad that you ain't the helicopter pilot. Just imagine how much that would hurt with the porn stash.
Just go back. Shithawk. I will take care of the boy. He's like,
And then he gets hit by a phone.
No, then they run like a few meters down the exit tunnel. So, I guess you run back and you see something thrown at you, expecting it to be the bells. And you, I think like that's a Shithawk. He catches it, like, and you see it's a phone that's been thrown to you, and like, what does Shadowhawk? I mean, what does your Entropy's phone look like?
I mean, I'll be 100% honest. It's bright pink, has Hello Kitty on it, and right now it's apparently in the middle of a call, which if he would listen to it for a second, is for Papa John's Pizza.
Give me just 1 second.
Why Papa John's Pizza? Also whips in the corner in the Skype call.
So what
sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay.
No problem, boss.
Jesus.
Had a knock at the door.
So you catch the phone and you see your utility bell flying towards the enemies.
Also, the phone is calling Papa John's.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello. Where should the pizza be delivered? Hello.
I'm going to say from my end, it should be delivered along with police and helicopters. You're basically ordering out for a whole squadron of team. It's a big event today. They're doing some sort of testing course over at X, Y, and Z coordinates. Yeah, you should bring the whole gang and inform everyone of the party. Bring a gun.
just bring a gun and please God help us.
Just that last part. Just bring a gun.
Just that last part.
But who's going to pay for all this pizza? The police.
Okay, yeah. At that point, having caught the Hello Kitty phone, I'm thinking just hurl it at the head of the closest skeleton.
Okay.
Or creature, or whatever's closest to me.
Well, it's the closest. I wouldn't say throwing a phone at the closest thing will be a ranged attack. You can just throw a phone at the closest thing towards you. Like, there's so much of these skeletons, guy, you're probably gonna hit one down. Like, that's no issue. Are you gonna yell anything towards the other guys? Like, by the way, running back in, you suddenly see like one of these bad guys covered in green slime. Well, being attacked by a green slime.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to ignore that for the moment, assuming that it was conjured by our friend. I'm going to yell, the kids with the nerd, whip blow the phone, and as I'm throwing it.
You hear you throw it. Hey, that's very rude.
Is somebody gonna say Josh is not a kid? Please.
Just like breaks all combat, just like walks up to you very calmly. It's very rude. He's not a kid. I have to ask you to be a little more polite to him.
Because like the kid was like more a nerd than Josh. Somewhere. Okay, whip. The phone is thrown in the group of skeletons.
Okay, I'm going to have my entity, soul, or whatever you want to call it, leave the phone and move to the nearest router. The moment it hits somebody in the head, I'm going to use my attack to detonate the phone and do an electric attack on the person that got hit by the phone. And I can do a shapeable AoE from that and just manipulatively target baddies and no allies.
Sure.
Although it is like thunder and lightning attack, so it's pretty clear that that phone, or in that general direction, somebody just cast like a lightning spell or something.
Is it like?
Even though it's not magic.
I don't know if this is the right define. Is this like a Samsung Galaxy 7 joke?
Yeah. Oh, the phone's going to be completely destroyed.
Yeah, exploding phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, my porn collection. I mean,
This is why we can't have nice things.
That's why you
Don't
upload
worry,
it
I'm
all to the
sure
internet, dude.
not backups of your Hello Kitty Trojans.
you don't know my feelings.
But quick question for you. When that phone blows, wouldn't it also be spewing a line attack of acid from the battery?
No, it says
Oh.
that.
He used it to explode it. That's what he used. The battery itself.
Shocking development check. So 17. Like the skeletons, like is this for the explosion as well as for the like hitting?
No,
the
this
wall?
is just for the attack. This is just for the attack of the thing, and I'm actually going to spend a lucky to re-roll that.
Sure.
There we go.
So yeah, the explosion hit the skeletons, guys. And now you're targeting this guy. So this guy has it's a dodge, correct? So dodge of 12. So I add 15, I think. No, add 10.
I'm able to hit up to 12 targets with this, at most, if they're next base to base to each other.
Yeah,
Hey, we actually have someone combat oriented.
No, this is my only attack. I can use this only if there's a thing I can detonate.
Perfect.
So let's say you can hit 2 and the one behind. You can hit 1 and the group behind the ice statue. Like you exploded some of the skeletons, but this attack is gonna hit like one of the wizards and the guy behind the ice statue.
Yeah, it's the attack is just basically just electricity bouncing through all of these. They've become contagious, and like if any other things, just they're visibly like electrocuted, staticky and shit. And the DC for this is 25 because they're being hit with just lightning.
What do you have to roll for the DC?
25.
And what do they have to add? What can they add? Can they add parry?
It's toughness.
Toughness.
It's toughness.
Okay.
If this hit them, they need to roll toughness against 25.
There
If
is a
it's
chance
one
they
to-
can make. So let's see.
Yeah, if
They rolled a critical fail. But
they are,
is it
they're
everybody
dead.
rolls separate?
it's up to you.
I would say like the main guys roll separate. Like this is the main that's loose and not behind the eye statue.
Okay.
The other also doesn't get it.
Yeah. Okay. It's down to you, but like you can pull up the chart and see what every 5 below X does. So.
Yeah, I have the chart. So 111 say 25. So it misses with 14.
14 is they're safe, right? At 24.
24. You said 25 was the DC, right?
25 is the DC. I'm trying to remember if it's when they hit 5. No, never mind.
So because it misses by 1, it takes -1 to all. Is this your damage? The 25?
This is the damage is the 25. I'm just trying to remember if.
Yeah. So -1 means -1 to 5. They take a cumulative -1 to all further damage saves.
Okay.
So one is a -1. The other misses with -14. Correct? Yeah. So 11 to 14, they take the -1 and are staggered.
Come on, they took a crit fail.
Yeah, but they have a +10, so it's not gonna like he's probably gonna be incapacitated. Like staggered is the crit fail in this case, because if he detonated a crit fail, he probably saved for better. Let me quickly. Does somebody out of his head know what's stagger? I'm just gonna grab my GM overlay here. Game master screen. What stagger does, because I'm not pretty sure what it does. I think it probably skips a turn. Here we go. Staggered, dazed, and hindered. So we check dazed and hindered. That's also the problem. May only take a single started action, which means dazed and hindered. Where are you, hindered? Hindered. Move at minus speed rank. So he can still do something. Let's say he can do this. Okay, so like shit goes loose again. Like the puppy, he's like, okay, I can't do much here, and everybody's sent and killing, and he starts running towards the exit, and he's like, they're after the boy and his father. Where's the boy? And he's like, oh, you brought him outside? Great work. And he just keeps running towards the exit. Peacekeeper is still in rock. She's like completely like in rock involved still. Maybe you see the rock moving a bit. Same goes for White Stars, because you guys haven't saved them. So we see Josh. They're sprinting, so they reach the exit by this point. They actually see, like, we see them like running out of the tunnel, and above them is this big creature at the door. It kind of looks like a minotaur, but his head is more that of a pig, you know, with the horns coming from his snout, more like a swine. He's like, oh, thank God, Swinotaur is here. Swinotaur, peace. We're the last ones out. Well, there's some heroes inside, but maybe you should block the entrance. He's like, and he just like some of these skeletons have run out. Some of them have like been stamped towards this guy. Some of them, you see, like the plane you guys come out of, you see it flying. You guys had, what was it called again? A hoverjet, or what's the name for this plane thing again? Do you guys remember?
VTOL. VTOL
yeah.
plane, Osprey.
So the VTOL is like flying also from the exit. The guy, porn stashing with a minigun, shooting some of these guys down. People are starting to drive off, like in their cars, in their vehicles. The guy who had the mech, or like the transformer car, is almost at his car. It's still there. That's for those guys. Yeah, so he's pulling the kid towards the VTOL, who is currently slightly above the ground. So next round he's gonna reach the VTOL. So the bad guys are gonna go up. So yeah, let's do the first one. That's with the slime. He's going to attack, of course, you. Let me check his attacks here. Quickly zoom in on this a bit because it's very small. So what can this person do? Offense. Yeah, he's not gonna do unarmed. He's just gonna do some sorcery, and a sorcery blast at you. Rolling the dice. Man, we're plenty slow. Oh, my internet's gone. You guys can still hear me? Guys. Oh man. Let's quickly do the internet. Let's restart the call. Just letting the guys know that I'm trying to reconnect here. Seems that my internet is out. That's not great. It's certainly not interesting for anybody watching this. No, I don't want to make a video message. Try again. Oh, my internet's not connecting. It doesn't scroll on screen. My Wi-Fi password is nope. Trying to reconnect. I don't know why it is. My Wi-Fi seems to be down. That's so quick. We're almost an hour in recording, and I don't want to stop it at this point. Maybe I have to. I'll be right back. Just put my camera off for now, but the Skype invisible. I'll be right back. Yeah, we just stopped the recording for a minute.